achieved everything he's ever wanted, with the exception of one thing. That one thing is seizing your guns. That's the one thing the destroyer has not yet done. He's going on a $100 million vacation, a safari to Africa. Listen to this. There's not a president in history who could get away with it. But because you're afraid to say one word for fear you'll be called a racist, that man is dumping on you. $100 million for him and his family to take a trip to Africa? It's sickening. If you had a legitimate country, you'd be arrested for it, for stealing the money. Who gives them the power to do this? An aircraft carrier they have off the coast of Ireland now. Because the great man is giving a speech, an aircraft carrier, to protect them. Can you believe this? We had a president not too long ago, named Nixon, who was considered corrupt. There was a time he wanted to take a vacation from Washington, D.C. to Florida. He didn't dare use Air Force One because he thought it would not look right for him to be abusing the taxpayers' money. He was considering flying on national airlines. But the Secret Service said, no, Mr. President, we can't have you go. So even he said, okay, I'll take Air Force One. To Florida, he thought it was considered extravagant. But look at this man, shameless. A shameless, duplicitous man in the White House. So now that you understand now why it's all happening. And I want to remind you of something else. If I may, if you don't mind. Since it's my show, I will. Let me tell you, you have no choice. You have only one choice, which is to shut the show off, which you're not going to do because there's no better show on earth right now. So I'll tell you anyway what I think. Are you ready for it? Because here it comes, whether you want to hear it or not. I don't care if you turn the dial and want to be a dunce. Go listen to NPR, No Things Considered. Go ahead. NPR and Vivaldi music, so it makes them intelligent. Nothing considered. No things considered. Okay? I mean, you want me to change everything for you? NPR, you hear government radio. Government radio. Izvestia Pravda, nothing considered. So here's what it was in my newsletter today for Monday, June 17, 2013. Obama hasn't built a single great monument with all those trillions of dollars that he has abused. In today's issue, Dr. Savage served up the history lesson, spanning the days of ancient Rome to mid-century America, pointing out that powerful leaders from King Ludwig to President Hoover have left behind great monuments and buildings, all except Obama, Savage added, who isn't in charge of the construction of one grand edifice in the entire nation. Despite $1 trillion siphoned away from the people, Obama hasn't constructed a single building, Savage pointed out to his audience. Look at France, where the rulers commissioned great architecture and monuments. King Ludwig of Bavaria was famous for building great castles. Even Roman Emperor Caligula, as mad as he was, ordered the construction of major aqueducts. Or think about America and the Hoover Dam. Obama hasn't built a dam or a bridge or a tunnel. Instead, he's destroyed NASA. He's destroyed the military. He shut down our space program. He's wrecking our military as fast as he can. He's destroying our borders, language, and culture. In my book, Trickle Up Poverty, I called him Obama the Destroyer. Like a child who's so clever, he can take apart a watch, but he doesn't know how to put it back together again. Now you just heard All Things Considered on the Savage Nation. Yep. Well, it's summertime. Most people, normal people, don't even know what I'm talking about. You go to the mall, they got the shorts on. They're licking the cone. The cattle are walking around shopping. You walk past Abercrombie and Fitch, you can die. You need a gas mask. There's a mall I go to. I have to divert. I walk down like a bad La Strada. Naturally, I'm a European kind of personality. I love La Strada, the street. I like to walk in the street and see things. But I'm in the suburbs a lot, so I go to an outdoor mall, which I like a lot. And you see the liquors, the shorts. And it's okay. It's people anyway, the children, the parents. I like to see the Ritalin children, how they're behaving generation to generation. I like to see the mothers dopier than the children, doped up or on sugar themselves and caffeine. They don't know what the child's doing because they got the child doped. It's sort of very intriguing to watch a nation emerge this way. But there's one store, my eyes go blind. They singe from the bad chemical they puff out into the mall. Abercrombie and Fitch. America's like a mall, as I said to you, that is about to become filled with criminals, cutthroats, pickpockets, outright thieves. But the liberals will say it's wonderful because it's international. The liberals love the international flavor